Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a beach theme concept. And this particular concept is a unique one. This concept is going to be a his and hers concept for an anniversary. So if you're new to my channel, please consider like, commenting, and subscribing. I would love to have you a part of my YouTube family. So if you're interested in the video, let's get into this video. Okay, we're going to start off by using this picnic basket. And what I've already did, for the sake of the video, I've already packed this bottom of this picnic basket with the hard Traumaco masking paper that I use, and I purchased this at Home Depot. You can also find this on Amazon, and if you're on a tight budget, Dollar Tree sells it, and it's $1.25 for the long roll. It's not a big roll, but it's a roll to get you started. Okay, let's continue. Next, I'm going to add in some tissue paper over this, because I don't want that brown paper showing. This is an extra step that I do, and I always say that because just to keep my concepts nice and neat for my customers, I'm going to go ahead and add that inside, just to cover that brown paper up. It doesn't take too much of it, just enough to make sure it looks nice and neat. All right. The next thing we're going to add in is a his and hers beach towel set. And these particular beach towels were purchased at Walmart. And they're the huge ones. These particular ones are huge. So we're going to add these in. Let's see how I want to place them. I'm going to put this one like this. And what I've already did for the towels is, because they were so huge, I didn't want to put them like high up. What I did was I chose to wrap them up, roll them up, and then I used fish line to tie around these so that they will remain in place and look nice when you put them inside of your concept. You can have a little sinking down on that side. So I'm going to fix that, because in my concepts, I don't like nothing sinking down if I can prevent it. We're just going to take that, lift the tissue paper up, and pack a little bit of that packing paper up underneath the bottom of there. So let's put this towel back inside. And this is what it's looking like so far. You want to also make sure your front of your basket looks good, but you want to make sure the back of your basket looks good. So this is what it's looking like in the back. All right, so let's get started with placing these other items inside of here. The next two things I'm going to use is a water bottle for a male and a female, for the husband and the wife, and I purchased a pink one for her and a blue one for him, and we're going to place them right in front of the towels. Just like that. Kind of weird about this towel. I might have to turn it the other way. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to turn it the other way because it just sits better. I guess some of the towel is wrapped up more down in the bottom, so it makes it secure. So that's why I changed positions in it. So, and this is what it's looking like, just to make sure it's maintaining its height, and I'm gonna go from there. The next items I'm going to use is I'm going to use a Banana Boat After the Sun Gel, some Sports Cream Sunscreen by Banana Boat, and the next item I'm going to use is some spray. This is the Spray On Sunscreen. So we're going to use those 3 items. And then I also have some insect repellent, and we're going to use these. I purchased, let me tell you where I purchased these from. I purchased this from Walgreens. I purchased this one also from Walgreens. And I purchased this one from, I want to say Walmart. So I got them on a good deal because I couponed. So I'm going to be honest, these 2 was like $2.45 with my extra bucks and my coupons that I use. And as you know, these Banana Boat is a very good line. So they're kind of pricey as well. But I didn't pay that for it. I got it for a good deal. And this was pretty reasonable at Walmart. All right. Now we're going to place these inside of the concept. Let's see how I want to place them. Trying to see if I need to build them items up a little bit. So this is what they're looking like when I place them inside. Next, we're going to add in a speaker. And this speaker is kind of a high-end speaker. It's the Bose speaker. And I chose to add something higher end into the concept because of my client that's purchasing this had a very nice budget. So we're going to put this speaker right here in the front. Just like that. And for the speaker, I took it out of the box. And what I did with the box was, up under this Tramaco paper, this hard paper here, I put the box in all of the directions and the wiring up underneath there. Excuse me, up underneath there, and just place the actual speaker in front because I didn't want the box or any of that stuff showing. So I put it up underneath in the bottom of all of the items. So say for instance, you were doing this concept and you were on a budget. You were just doing a budget friendly excuse me, I'm sorry, y'all. You were doing a budget-friendly concept. You could take this same concept design, get you a speaker from Big Lots. Right now, Dollar Tree sells them, and you can bring your cost down, but you can get the same look. So always remember, when I'm showing or teaching how to build a basket, that you can do the same thing. But the only thing is, if I have something more pricier inside of the concept, you can go and get, it doesn't have to be a Bose speaker. It could be any kind of speaker that's within your budget that you want to use. And you can add that into this concept and you will get the same outcome. So, always remember that when I'm showing like a higher end concept, that you can get the same look as well. You just have to be careful with how you spend your money, where you purchase your items from. Like I said, the only thing really in this concept that cost me a little bit, and because my client had a very nice budget, I purchased this nice speaker to put inside of here. But everything else in this concept is pretty reasonable. Say, for instance, you wanted to do a concept, but you didn't want to add this, because this stuff here can be pricey if you don't have coupons or if you don't have extra bucks and stuff like I use. You can go to Dollar Tree. They sell these same items in Dollar Tree for $125, but they're not the name brand, but they still are the same items, if you get what I'm saying. So you can always bring your cost down. So when I'm showing a concept, I'm giving you an idea of what you can do when you decide to do a concept like this, okay? So let's continue on. So what we're going to do is we need to build these three up because they're sinking down, because this speaker here is pretty heavy. So let's do that. And because I've already put my tissue paper in, I'm choosing to use this white packing paper so that that brown doesn't show. So we're gonna build these up behind here. And what I did was, this is what I did. I'm gonna show you what I did. I just made this like up in like a roll, and then I put it right here. So when I place my items in, they're gonna sit on top of there and they're gonna be up higher. So let's see if I put enough in there. I think I did, guys. So this is the look that I want it to have. You see how much you can see the items inside of your concepts? You always want to remember when you're building a concept, you want it to be nice, sitting in there nice and neat, and you want to be able to see your items. I know that sometimes when we use things as fillers, you may not be able to see certain little things because you're basically using it as a filler. But for your main items to draw the attraction into the basket and the attention of someone to see, oh, that's beautiful, I want to purchase that basket because I like what's inside of there. So let's continue on. Next, I'm going to take my glue dots, and these are the glue dots that I use. I can't even see the name of them because they have my address and the label in front. So I'll link these inside of the description so you'll know what these are. I'll also link in some more inexpensive items, but they're the same items, maybe the store brand or the CVS or Walmart brand that you can find to use if you don't want to spend the amount that these sometimes cost. So let's put these glue dots on here just to hold this in place. And the only thing I'm doing is I'm going to take a glue dot. I'm going to take a glue dot and put right here just so that can hold on to that. And then I'm going to take one and put right here so that this can hold on to that. So let's see if my handy dandy glue dots work. Sometimes they have a mind of their own, and if you're a basket maker, you know exactly what I mean. So that's what that's looking like. Let me come around here a little bit. So that's what that's looking like. I'm trying to avoid moving the camera so you can really see what I'm doing. So what I did was I just took the glue dot off of there, and I'm going to place it right here so that I can stick the two together. And that'll keep its nice shape, but keep them from moving all over the place. These two I don't have to worry about too much because when I was building this concept, I made a little hole like I talked about in my other videos. Sometimes when I'm building a basket, I leave a hole there. So when I'm placing the items in, it just sits, this item here just sits right in that hole and you don't have to worry about it moving anywhere. So this is what it's looking like, guys. This right here, I might have to build up a little bit more the speaker because it's heavy. So like I said, I just take it round like this, and we're gonna just put it right in front of here. And there you go. And that's our beach basket, guys. This wasn't hard to make. We're gonna add some shred in here and continue on. Oh, I forgot to put these in. Okay, I also purchased them these little things for your phone. And what I did was I just put a little shred inside of here just to make it look a little girly and to add a little zest. And for this one, I put some shred and tissue paper at the bottom. I didn't put tissue paper in this one because I didn't have any hot pink. But this is nice to hold their phone, their your bank card, your credit cards, and all of that stuff inside of here while you go into the water. And it'll prevent all of your items from getting wet. So let's put these inside of here. And what I'm doing is, I'm just going to place this right back here. I almost forgot to put them in, guys. And for hers, on her side, I'm going to do the same thing right behind the water bottle. And when you add the shred in, it also gives it a little filler inside of it to take up a little space. So that's a little idea too for you. All right, there you go. And that's what it's looking like. I just stuffed the thing that goes around your neck right down in there, and this is what they look like inside of there. Very cute. I like this. Shoot, I want this for me and my hubby. That's nice, y'all. Make sure these handy glue dots working. And sometimes these things get on my nerve. All right, that's what it's looking like. So let's add some shred in here. We have blue, pink, or white. This would be cute, but it don't have no pink in there. Should I do pink on her side and blue on his? No. How about let me mix this up a little bit, y'all? Let's see what I get. Just because it's for a male and a female, we're gonna mix it up a little bit. You know, I talked about mixing shred up in my other video. If you don't have the colors that you want, you just take it and mix it up a little bit. It ain't gonna hurt nothing. This is what it's looking like on the table. You just take it and mix it up like that. Cause I wanted to keep it like what the thought process of this gift. You know, it's for a hubby and a wife. It's cute. I'm gonna add shred in all of our holes. You don't need that much. On his side, let's put a little bit more blue with the pink. All right, this was quick and easy. I know what I forgot to put in here, y'all though. I'm gonna show you in a second. You got it right over here looking at me. Okay. I forgot to put the skin repellent in it, so let's put this skin repellent in here. So what I'm gonna do with this is, I think I'm just gonna try to squeeze it in next to this Bose speaker. Take this out. Stick this down in there. So this is what it's looking like. So the shred back. Lord. Oh, Lord. I just forgot to put it in there. Okay, I don't want you going nowhere. I might have to take a little piece of tape and stick on that. All right, we're gonna cut these stragglers off. have our little beach theme basket. If you're not doing this for a husband and a wife, you can just do a beach towel. And this is just a cute idea I wanted to show you for a beach theme concept, since I was doing it for a husband and a wife. All right. Okay. This is what it's looking like so far, guys. It's kind of cute little idea. So I think I'm gonna, I don't know if I'm gonna shrink wrap it, or I may have a shrink wrap bag big enough for it, but if I don't, I'll put cellophane on it. But I'll come back on camera and show you the finished product. All right, I'll talk to you in a little bit. Okay guys, I'm back. I told you that I would come back online and show you the finished product once I got done. And so here it is. This is the His and Hers Beach Anniversary gift that I told you that I was gonna make. And this is the bowl. I'm gonna tell you something though. When I went in to find a bag to fit this concept, I didn't have a large shrink wrap bag. The only size bag that I had that was, the largest bag that I had was a 24 by 30. So what I had to do was I went ahead and put it up as much as I could, get the bag up. Then what I had to do is once it wouldn't fit over this part of the rim of the bag. So what I had to do, I had to go down here to the bottom of the shrink wrap bag and cut a slit to about here. Once I cut the slit, I could get the bag onto the concept. So I went ahead, I then taped parts that was open. I taped it with some tape. And then I went ahead and start shrink wrapping the bag. After that, when I was done shrink wrapping, you know, it was still looking smooth, everything was going okay. And so I needed to fill that hole that I had cut open. So what I did, guys, was I took a piece of a cellophane bag and I cut it in half and I added it to the back of here just to cover that little area that needed to be covered that I cut open. So I just wanted to show you something. If you don't have a large enough bag, and I tried to wait on my order from Amazon and it just wasn't coming, and I had to get this order out. So I wanted to just show you that I should have did it on camera, but I was just so annoyed with it at the time. Because I thought my bags was gonna be here on time and it just wasn't, and I really needed to get this to my customer. So I just, like I said, I just added half of a bag of cellophane bag, taped it where I needed to tape it, and this is what it looks like. I made sure it was smooth and presentable, and it looks really nice. And it still has the finish, that smooth look on the front, and it also has the smooth look on the back. So I just wanted to show you, if you ran into that type of a problem, what you can do to fix it. If you're new to my channel, please consider like, commenting, and subscribing. If you're one of my oldies, you guys already know that I love you guys. If you're one of my new subscribers, thank you so much for joining my YouTube family. I really, really appreciate you guys. Thank you for allowing me to come in on my videos into your home and share some of my advice or my knowledge with you. I really appreciate you guys. And until the next video, you guys, you have a safe and wonderful day. Bye-bye.